Hey, welcome back, guys. BMF's fifth offering explored one of the more seedier aspects of the drug game, kidnapping. The ransom was fueled by desperation and resulted in seismic consequences for our characters, some realized and some remaining to be seen. I'm here to break it all down in typical top 10 WTF fashion. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things BMF. Here we go. WTF moment number 10, gut check. Meech pays Pat a visit to sever their underworld ties once and for all. He thanks his mentor in the game for everything. However, Pat rebukes his understudy, especially after Meech brings up his drug usage. Then, the aging street boss gives Meech a parting gift to the gut and sends him on his way. WTF moment number 9, Ransom. Meech beats Lamar to picking up Zoe, understanding that his prior relationship with her mom would grant him an edge. Once securing his investment, Lil Zane meets Lamar at her school and dictates the ransom terms in order to get her back safe and sound. Lamar is enraged by this helpless position and blunder in allowing his daughter to reach such a fate, something that only unravels as the episode rolls along. WTF moment number 8, an offer we might refuse. The hospital behind Terry's malpractice offers him and his family $25,000 to settle the case. Pops Flannery exclaims at the perceived good fortune, but Lucille is staunchly against the lowball deal. Their lawyer lays out the possibilities of trial and the games that could be played, resulting in no settlement or an even lower one, leaving the family with 3 days to reach a decision. WTF moment number 7, the bigger picture. Lamar erratically enlists the help of 12th Street to find his daughter's whereabouts, as well as info on the Flannery family. One of his soldiers objects to the emotional display, opting for business ahead of violence. Lamar seemingly goes along with this proposition. However, the re-established street boss takes off his belt and proceeds to choke out the defiant underling nearly to death. After the unruly display, he commands the rest of the gang to do what the fuck he said. WTF moment number 6, an ambush, but in reverse. T heads into an auto lot, having been secretly trailed by Slick and his 12th Street collective. However, the ambush hopefuls are hilariously met by the 50 Boys' top brass at gunpoint, and Slick is taken away in the trunk to an I Ain't No Joke soundtrack. WTF moment number 5, 21 Jump Street. T and B Mickey press Slick for information regarding their stolen stash. Slick hurls insult after insult towards the 50 Boys representatives and is beaten profusely as a result, even graduating from punches to stumpage once involving T's seed in the discussion. WTF moment number 4, Diamonds Are Forever. Detective Lopez uncovers that J-Mo could have a lingering diamond stud out there and encourages Bryant to keep an eye out for it for their investigation. Upon learning of Lopez's suspicions, Bryant searches his car just to find the very diamond that his partner mentioned. He's then abruptly faced with his mistrustful counterpart and hides the glistening evidence that will surely incriminate him if revealed. WTF moment number 3, a desperate proposition. Meech encounters a savagely beaten Slick, dissatisfied with his cohort's failure to gain any real ground in recovering their stolen stash. Meech plays the effervescent diplomat, revealing Lamar's daughter's healthy state of being and opting to continue that state in exchange for his stolen street goods. Though initially apprehensive, Slick is ultimately swayed by the younger hustler with the masterpiece mouthpiece. WTF moment number 2, business is business. In a stunning turn of events, Meech secretly meets with Tiny, the 12th Street member we previously witnessed being choked out by Lamar for keeping things business over personal. Consistent in his prior business aims, Tiny buys product from a skeptical Meech, further stressing the importance of the almighty dollar above all else. And WTF moment number 1, birds flying lie. Meech and Terry get into a dispute over their future in the drug game, the latter unknowingly exposing their crimes to their unsuspecting mother. Lucille enters the room in complete shock, witnessing not only the freshly minted birds headed for distribution on the bed, but also overhearing the horrible acts her sons have committed. This serves as a major turning point for the Flannery family, and the matriarch and patriarch respectively have some decisions to make. Some lingering thoughts before we end today's video. The title of this episode was Secrets and Lies, and there were plenty to go around. Brian has been deceptive with his partner, who's now on to his shady endeavors. Terry was deceptive to Meech prior to the Big L meeting. Kato has continued her deception against the 50 Boys, which will definitely be crashing on Truth's inevitable collision course soon enough. And Terry has been deceptive with his mother about his involvement with Meech and the underworld, something that's broken her heart upon its reveal. It was interesting how the episode began with Lucille subtly teaching Terry to lie, and him building on that unofficial lesson by the end. Deception is a behavior that many find difficult to stomach, yet themselves perpetuate. Children, unlike adults, don't make distinctions in the fraudulent art, and Lucille just got a major reality check on the consequences of small lies turned to avalanches. Kato did say her sex was like finding $100 on the street, right? Just making sure I'm not tripping. Speaking of Kato, did Lamar potentially blow his own mole's cover by contacting Meech from Kato's home phone? Sure, the 80s was devoid of caller ID, but what about Star 69? This could be an entry to uncovering Kato's treacherous position, and God bless her when it comes to pass. And lastly, Detective Brian is on the brink of losing it all now that Lopez is on his heels. He's trying to free himself from the grapple of the underworld, but those ties are undefeated once you sign your name in blood. Metaphorically speaking, of course. The subject of him and Lopez's interrogation just might be the nail in Brian's coffin, but we shall see. And that'll do it for this one. What were your thoughts on Secrets and Lies? Be sure to drop them below in the comments. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are fans of BMF, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.